Hey, check this out, boss. Check this out, baby. You locked in to Really Speaking the podcast, man. I need y'all to like, comment, and most importantly, man, subscribe to the channel, man. This King situation. T.I. son, man, got the internet in an uproar, man. And he got everybody talking about, yeah, he need to be grateful. He need to be this and that. I met King. I had a brief conversation with him. I bought his shirt. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it down there. Trap Museum. I talked to him about a good 5-10 minutes, man. Got to feel a little dog. Let me tell you something. Little homie was out there with no security, sitting outside in the parking lot, chilling. You know what I mean? Peace on. You know what I'm saying? Teeth freshly done when he got his veneers. And he just smooth little young nigga. Cool. Ain't got a worry in his mind. And for him to be out there in Atlanta like that, sitting outside the Trap Museum, selling his shirts by himself, no security, no nothing, it told me one thing. Not only he got the respect out here from his dad, gained his own respect, and if anything happened to that little nigga, the whole Atlanta gonna go up behind him. Y'all better believe that. 2, we gotta get out this fairy tale world. Like, T.I. my mans. I love T.I. That's my man. So this is no slight at him at all. Hey, man, you ever see this one day, just know, brother, I fuck with you. But I got to look at some reality things. We come from that household, do as I say, not what I see. Man, that was the craziest shit we ever told our kids. That was the craziest thing we ever told our kids. Do as I say and not as I see. Daddy, I see you catching pistol cases. Daddy, I see you going down to Houston, running up on Lil Flip. You know what I'm saying? I see you really outside. I see you really about that. Mom, I see you and Daddy catching ecstasy cases, getting pulled over all over the blogs. Daddy, I seen that. I see, even though I know it ain't right and you did everything, but I'm seeing what you doing. I wanna duplicate that. I'm about that too. Because I see that. As a child, I'm gonna do as I see, not as what you tell me. And that's, man, I had uncles, and, man, nephew, don't be smoking no weed. Blowing the smoke in my face. That shit never worked it for us. It never worked it for nobody. So we got to look at it from every side. We just can't look at it, you know what I'm saying? Now, T.I. is a man that came from family values that built up his whole entourage and empire to make sure his kids were straight. You notice there's only one that stay in the light. Stay in the headlight, I mean the tabloids, and stay in the media. T.I. got more than one kid. So we got to do the overall, man. That man has done a good job. Okay, he got one bad one out the bunch. That's just a little rebellious, want to be outside, want to be that. Because he more like, I seen you, Pops. I watched this. I read stuff, I see stuff, man. I heard stories. Like T.I. said, ain't no mystery about his history. This is a PowerPoint for me to let y'all know that I'm tired of people thinking because you come from 2-parent households that everything gonna be great. Because they always say like, oh, the reason them kids acting like that because they ain't had no father or they come from a single family household. Nah, it's people in grateful situations like T.I. son. They feel entitled. We become their friends and don't be their parents. So when it's time to put your foot down, guess what? Man, they looking at you like, who are you? Like, man, we was just kicking the bobo. We was just chopping it up. We was smiling, laughing, and giggling. Now when some pressure come on, now you trying to be a parent, man, I ain't trying to hear that. So it's like, we don't really know what little homie done been through. We don't know what he went through. We don't know where this anger built up, but you got to know, a dude, listen, short people got small guy complex. They'll flex up at any time because they think somebody trying to hold them because they a little nigga. And T.I., I think he got like 4, 5 kids, if I'm mistaken. Man, that man has done a good job. Ain't none of his other daughters or his son, none of Damani, the Messiah, like all of them. He got a couple kids. He got one. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, man, that's that one who seen what he seen. Like he said, he didn't want to be in that gate. He wanted to come outside that gate and go down to grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go kick it with grandma because he had more freedom, you know what I'm saying, to kind of see the world. Because what I'm learning is whatever you try to keep your kids away from, they going to want to go do. We can't no longer shelter our children. That's be the problem. We try to shelter our children, and the things we try to keep them from, them the things that they really want to go do. So when a child is sheltered, no matter how much of a silver spoon life you think he had, he still see the same things. He still got the same curiosities, but that's all on him. People got to stop looking at your child making a mistake as a reflection of your parenting, because sometimes your child can make a mistake and do things that has nothing to do with you. It's not a reflection of you. Yeah, as a parent, we're going to take that accountability and feel like, wow, we felt our children, but at the end of the day, they make the final decision. We can make a decision for them or force them to make a decision, but you're not talking to a little boy that's 16, 15, 14. King is like 19, 20, close to 21. He's legally, technically a grown man. So his decision making, he gonna make the final decision. But ultimately, all T.I. and Tiny can actually do is give him advice. Now, he has a lot of built up things going on. You know what I'm saying? He said a lot of things that we didn't catch. Like, you making stuff look good for the cameras. I was at my grandma's house when we was filming Family Hustle. I used to come over there and make it look like we was a family. So it looks like when you see somebody lash out like that, regardless if it's your child, your friend, your homie, that was something built up. Because humans let things go when they love you. That little boy love his daddy. No matter how y'all feel about it, he love his daddy, man. And it ain't over for King, because what's being displayed on a national scale, big platform, happens every day in our community. Happen every day. We just be trying to paint this picture and put all this pressure on these celebrities like they ain't human like us. Like they don't deal with the same element. Because what y'all don't know is money cannot fix everything. T Grizzy had a quote that I can't know how he said it, but he said, when I was broke, I was just trying to get money so I can fix my family and change my family dynamic. Now I got money and I got problems that money can't fix. Money can't fix everything. I'm rich. I got millions. Do that have sent me from emotions? Do that sent people from experiencing loneliness or feeling not included or feeling left out? Or, you know, most kids come from a favorite child household, a black sheep household. So you don't know how them days. King could have felt abandoned. T.I. went and did a year and a day in the feds. That's probably around the time he needed him. That was hard. Then he got out and went back again. Like, that was hard for him. My mama and daddy on the news. He getting embarrassed. He got to go to school. Them pressures. And then sometime a nigga take them pressures like King and want to live up to it. Like, yeah, nigga, I want, because he really is like, what's hurting T.I. the most is he the closest version to T.I. when T.I. was out here in the streets. When T.I. was on Bankhead and he was coming up as a young nigga, that was T.I. One bagging down from nothing. Do y'all remember when him and Flip got into it? That nigga went to Houston and went to Cloverland. That nigga went to Cloverland looking for little Flip by himself because he feel disrespected, nigga. That's a reflection of him. So, you know, for T.I. to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? He that's why he tolerate a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? T.I. ain't gonna hurt that boy. He love that boy. But that little boy got a lot of resentment. That boy needs some help. He needs some therapy. Hey, man, put it in the comments, man, what y'all think, man, about the T.I. situation with his son, King, man. Leave me a comment, man. Tell me what you think. Did I make some points? Do you understand it? What's your view on it? Because I love interacting with my people, man. I don't care if I get 10 comments or I get 3 comments. I'm always try to respond in the next video to make y'all know that I value y'all opinion and I rock with y'all. Y'all don't really speak in the podcast.